All right, this Friday, instead of bringing you one game, I'm gonna introduce you to something called a Towelie, which you can play a bunch of games with, and it was inspired by this guy. So first, I'll go over Towelie and then the different games you can play with it, like Gimme, Don't Hit the Trash Can, and King of the Hill. You can obviously play any of these games with like a small rope or something, but just grab a kitchen towel or a bath, like a hand drying towel, something like this big, and wrap it in duct tape. So you twist it up, wrap it in duct tape, and that's a Towelie, all right? And what you can do with the Towelie is grip it really well, and you basically, what you want to do, all the games consist of two people grabbing each end of the Towelie and then wrestling or pulling each other, all right? So it seems tacky, but these things hold up better than you'd think. We once played a full single round like elimination game tournament with Coach C and my football team at DV. A 2-player game, one person grabs one side of Towelie, the other person grabs the other side of Towelie. On the whistle, you wrestle or tug of war to force the other person to let go. Gimme, right? So, gimme, 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 gimme. Okay? Yeah.
Take some on your hoodie.
I remember one time we saw Jake go for like 30 minutes straight. It was the most tiring. I mean, he was a wrestler, so he could handle it, but it looked like the most tiring game of Gimme I've ever seen in my life. And we were all just like cheering and screaming. We had no idea who was gonna win. And it's really cool because you don't really get hurt. You don't want to bite people and kick people and stuff like that. It's just really just pulling and wrestling and trying to get the other person off. So we did a full single round elimination tournament with like 40 or 50 people from the football team. And Marcus Washington beat everybody. He just destroyed us. I remember I thought I was gonna win because I had this cool strategy, and then right at the end he beat me in like 2 seconds. As soon as we started, it was like, I like lost. Now, don't hit the trash can. It's very difficult, but it's called Don't Hit the Trash Can. What you want to do is not hit the trash can. And that's pretty much the game. You just like hold on to it and you pull each other and then try to make the other person hit the trash can. What else? Oh, and then we have King of the Hill tag team. So you can play King of the Hill just one-on-one, but King of the Hill tag team is just a whole nother level. So basically, you split up into 2 teams and then you pair off each with a Towelie, right? So you make multiple Towelies. And then you try to pull the other person out of the circle or whatever you decide to use, like a hill or a bed. If you have a huge bed, that would probably be the most fun, all right? So then you pull each other out. As soon as someone steps out, if they touch the line or whatever the line is that you made, they're out, right? So now they go out, and then the person that won stays in the hill, all right? And he can't get hit by anyone or be touched by anyone else that's like wrestling and still like basically pulling on each other. So his job now that he's free, is to just dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge the crap out of everyone else, right? If he can stay till the end, he wins. All right, that's how the game goes. If at the end there's 2 people from different teams, then they have to Towelie again until they get that person out. So let's say there's 2 people from one team and then 1 person from another team still in the middle at the end, right? Then 2 of them have to Towelie, the other person has to dodge, and then if the person that was by himself wins, then he has to play the other guy and he has to beat them both again. So that game's super fun, but you need at least like maybe 4 to 6 people, and then you could play all the way up to like 20 people or 30 people. It doesn't really matter. Oh, another way to play Don't Hit the Trash Can, okay? I saw this on this like campsite. It was crazy. So it's not even, you don't even use a Towelie. Like everyone grabs the person to their right's wrist and they surround the trash can in a circle, right? And then what happens is they just all start trying to pull each other in to hit the trash can. The first person to hit the trash can is out, right? So anyone that lets go or hits the trash can is out. If you let go, you're out, right? If your hand slips off the other person's wrist, like you're out. And then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until there's only 2 people like holding each other's arms, and they're just like one person's holding the wrist, and the other person's holding his wrist, and they're just like swinging around until like one of them hits the trash can. So that's another way to play without a Towelie, but Towelies are way more fun. Let me know if you have any versions of this or you have any other games that you know that you really like. I'd love to see how you guys play.
Old high school.
No, why?
Because no one cares about DV.
No one cares about DV. That's it, personal. Why would you leave out all the best parts?
Spartans, 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 Spartans. Not lightning.
Let me know in the comments below if there's any other games you know of that you use a Tauli for, or that you can use a Tauli for, because I'd be really interested in seeing how you guys play. But yeah, plays in the boredom, so stay bored. So don't forget to bring a towel.